Purpose transforms your life from simply moving through the actions to living with true intention. The fulfillment and success you seek come from purpose because it aligns your actions with what genuinely matters to you. Without purpose, achievements are hollow. Life loses its vibrancy, and you realize you're passively reacting to life rather than actively creating the life you deserve. When you know why you do what you do, your actions carry weight and consistency. You're no longer driven solely by ego or by monetary motivation. You become something so much greater. You find a purpose, and honestly, you'll never look back. Life becomes so good. And in order to get to that state where you know exactly what you need to do and why you need to do it, in order to get to that state of purpose, you don't need to do anything crazy. You don't need a life-changing experience. You don't need to take a trip to the depths of the Madagascan jungle in order to find yourself. You need to simply remove the mental blocks, remove the barriers, remove the friction. That is the key word. Develop discipline, develop consistency by simply removing your resistance from true intention. Everyone has so many opportunities in their life that they don't realize and that don't even come up usually because they block them. You are your own worst enemy. You need to implement a consistent routine. You need to stop being depressed, lazy, wandering around aimlessly, and doing things that you know are a waste of your time. You don't need to know exactly what you need to do right now. All you need to do is be ready for when you get the opportunity to find out. That is my biggest piece of advice. And the best way to be ready is to simply try your best in what is currently happening in your life. If the only thing happening in your life is school and like say you play football, right? Become the best that you can possibly be at whatever it is that is in your life. Because the worst case scenario in trying is that you develop discipline and consistency, traits that you need to develop in the long run to ever be successful when you do find your purpose. And maybe, just maybe, you'll realize that football is your purpose, something like that. People spend their entire lives waiting instead of bridging the gap between aimless, lost, wandering around and purpose. The best quote for this is, cynics get to be right and optimists get to be rich, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever you want. You need to be an optimist. You need to realize and believe that the opportunity to find your purpose will come to you. You need to believe that you are on the right path. You need to believe that even in your darkest times, tomorrow will be a better day. Because even if it isn't true, even if tomorrow is terrible, even if the worst thing ever happens, you need to still wake up, get up, implement your routine, do what you need to do even when you don't want to do it. And once you develop that mentality, the world is your oyster. Finding a purpose is so easy because there is no friction, there is no barriers, there are no mental blocks. You will be ready for when the opportunity arises. And for any of you that care, the context for me was this. I got a full ride scholarship to go to an American university. I was in a super privileged position to study an amazing degree in an amazing place. 2 days before, I didn't go. I realized that even though I had tried my best, done my best in my A-levels, in my ACT, etc., to get the best grades, have the best extracurriculars, to get into the best university I could, I realized that in trying, I had developed consistency, discipline, etc., so that when the opportunity of developing my own social media channels, developing my own business, etc., arose, I applied what I had learned from pursuing that in order to work hard every single day, develop my social media. And I just know, honestly, when I say it's fate, I know this is my purpose. I might go to university, and I probably will go to university next year, but I will never let this go. This is my purpose. This is what I'm meant to be doing. And even if people don't believe it, even if people don't support it, I know in my heart, and I have developed the traits through consistency, discipline, and other aspects of my life to properly tackle this, to make a YouTube video every day, to post 2 TikTok and Instagram videos every day, to scale the business side, to launch a school community, to launch a high ticket and low ticket offer, to record a VSL, to get the lighting and camera gear set up for videos like this. You just need to remove friction and purpose will come as a result. That is my best advice. I might have waffled a bit at the end, but please just listen and take that from this video if it's the only thing you hear. And for those of you that may know your purpose, but may be struggling between the decision of what to pursue, something that might make, a consistent amount of monetary money versus what you actually love doing, the number one thing I can recommend is that if you pursue what you love doing, you won't burn out, and therefore in the long run, you will make more money. I thought that was an absolute joke growing up. Whenever I heard that, I was like, I'm gonna go into finance and make a boatload of money and be happy and successful, because even though everyone says money doesn't make you happy, it kind of really does. But only now have I ever started to realize that people are kind of right. It's about the journey, not the destination. Even if you work every single day in your life and then make a bit of money and retire for 5 years, where is the happiness? Where is the fulfillment? Where is the purpose in that? In pursuing the things that you love, in trying your absolute hardest, in dedicating yourself, not only will you likely achieve your goals and make a positive impact on the world, but the worst case scenario, the backup plan, is that you find purpose. And that is so much more valuable than money will ever be.